Welcome back to microeconomics class. In this class, we will be discussing degrees, that is types of price elasticity of demand. And the first one we're discussing here is elastic demand. What is elastic demand? The demand is said to be elastic if a change in price brings about a larger proportional change in the quantity demanded. In other words, we have a change in price that leads to a greater percentage change in the quantity demanded. For example, let's say the percentage change in price is 2%, okay? And this 2% change in price, because of 2% change in price, this 2% change in price now leads to a greater percentage fall in the quantity demanded. Because now, we say change in price is 2%. So you can see the sign here is plus, meaning that the price has increased by 2%. Let's say because of that, we now have a larger proportional decrease in the quantity demand because we expect the quantity demand to fall when the price rises. Let's say we now have a larger proportional change in the quantity demanded. Let's say we now have, let's say, minus 4% change in the quantity demand. You can see the proportional change in quantity demanded is greater than the change in price that brings about the proportional change in quantity demand. Okay, so in other words, the demand is said to be elastic if a change in price brings about a larger proportional change in the quantity demanded. So therefore, for elastic demand, the percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in price. That you can also define elastic demand by saying elastic demand occurs when percentage change in the quantity demanded is greater than percentage change in price. And you remember the formula for price elasticity of demand. We say that the formula is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by what? Percentage change in price. Okay? And you can see that the numerator here is greater than what we have here. Whenever the numerator is greater than the denominator, the coefficient is going to be what? Greater than 1. Therefore, for elastic demand, the coefficient of price of the demand is greater than 1. So, how do we draw elastic demand curve? So, let me draw that elastic demand graphically. Let's show that this is quantity demanded, this is price. If you want to draw elastic demand, a line that is elastic, okay, a line that is elastic is closer to the horizontal than vertical. For example, you can see this is a horizontal, okay, and this is a vertical line. So if I draw another line, if I draw a line like this, you can see this line is closer to this line horizontal than this line. So therefore, this is elastic. Okay. If I draw another line like this, let's say I draw another line. This line is closer to this, okay, than this horizontal line. So this is inelastic. Therefore, let me draw elastic demand curve. So I will make sure that my demand curve is closer to the horizontal than vertical. So therefore, I'm going to draw my curve like this. You can see this is elastic demand curve. So if I've drawn it like this, let me just draw it. If I've drawn it like this, so it's going to be inelastic. Let's say I draw it like this, it's going to be inelastic. But this shows that it is elastic. Okay? Therefore, let me have origin here. Let me just draw some things. So let's say we have the price. Let me draw it perfectly. So this is the price. Let's say we have this is P1. Let's call it P1. Okay, and this is Q1, the corresponding quantity, and let's say the price 4. Okay, to P2 here. So let me trace the corresponding quantity. Okay, so this is Q2. So you can see here we have change in quantity, and here we have change in price. You can see this gap is wider than this gap. Okay, this indicates that we are dealing with elastic demand. So this is an elastic demand curve. Okay. Don't forget to like the video, drop your comment, also share the videos to benefit others, and also follow this page for more updates. Thanks. See you in the next video.